and gentlemen, we are going to start talking more specifically about what OrthoComm is, how to use it, and all of its different features. As Dr. Ojima opened, it is a revolutionary way to manage both patient data and patient compliance. It is a cloud-based service that is accessible absolutely anywhere that you have connection to the internet, and has a user-side, patient-side application for iOS devices that can be used. We'll talk about that a bit later. But the most important thing here is that it allows you to manage a tremendous amount of dynamic data in a way that works not only to better your own treatments, but make your treatments at your clinics, more attractive to future patients. Everyone has completed registration, yes? You followed the link, you put in your administrative name and administrative ID?
Yes.
Fantastic, okay. So let's start by showing you how to register staff members to your organization account. Please tap or touch the setting button. Click the setting button on the front page. Your screen will be blank. In the upper right corner of the screen, there's a plus in a circle with new staff written next to it. If you click that, this screen should appear. You can enter the first name, the family name, and the role of the staff member within your organization. For each member of your staff that you would like to have access to your clinic information, you would want to create an individualized profile and then activate password authentication, give them their own unique ID and password. Now, for the sake of data security, for patient data security, we highly recommend, in fact insist, that each member of your staff that you give access to your information have their own username and their own password. As much as we'd like our teams to stay together forever, the unfortunate reality is that people come and go. The ability to remove someone from the system, to remove their access to your patient data, is critical for maintaining the integrity of your patient data. So for each member of your team, you would want to create their own unique profile. So at the bottom, you see invalid login count. You can see a reset button here. This is something only visible to people who have administrative access. Right now, only you. Should a member of your team fail to log in 5 times, their account will be locked. And the only way you can unlock it is by going into your administrative account, accessing their specific profile, and resetting their password. For the sake of practice, maybe for those of you who plan to immediately or are planning to perhaps in the future use one of these accounts, please make a single staff member account from your own membership. If not, maybe make a fake account, use my name, use a family member's name, just to see what it feels like to log in. Yes. So at Dr. Ojima's clinic, while he is the primary practitioner, he does have people who say in less important patient visits for simple checks or aligner transfers, who would just be looking at data with the patient to make sure that compliance is going well. Those staff members will have access to this account, so they have access to those photos. So any staff member that is going to have FaceTime with a patient where having access to patient data, such as photos, is relevant to completing their tasks, you'd want to give access to these to your account. This is so your patient will have access through a different application, which is much more simple, much more boiled down, and only has information relevant to them. As an administrator, we recommend that when using OrthoComm, you use a PC browser. Instead of using a tablet, we recommend that you use a PC browser as your primary access point to your system. Of course, the information is also accessible from any device with connection to the internet, such as a tablet or a smartphone. However, it is a web portal. It doesn't have its own dedicated application, so using a more robust device, such as a PC, is what we recommend. Otherwise, you'll be using the browser on your tablet, which can be slightly cumbersome. It can be difficult to use sometimes. So we recommend that you use either a PC or a Mac or a Linux machine and the browser when accessing OrthoComm as an administrator. Let's register some patients. From the home screen, if you click Client, yours is blank. On the left-hand side, click the New Client tab, and you should get a screen that looks something like this. So once you've come here, let's try to register a single client. Now, of course, you can put in all information later. Right now, the only things we need to set up a client are the family name and the first name. So if you would not mind, please go ahead and put in the family name and first name of a client or patient, either fictional or real. Once you've put in a first and last name, scroll to the bottom of the page, and on the right-hand side, click Save. So once you've registered a new client, you'll see a screen like this. The buttons at the upper right are going to be your primary navigation. We have registration. This is where you're going to upload photos. You have slideshow, which is, as Dr. Ojima was just showing you, where you can watch a procession of photos. Comparison allows you to compare two photos from any time to each other. To get a feel for the system, let's try to upload a photo. Okay? If you have a photo of a patient handy, either on your phone or on your device, let's try to upload that photo to the system. Once you've clicked registration, just under registration to the right, it says click to select date. The date you're selecting here is the date that the patient has come to your office. Okay, the date stamp on your photographs. Once you've selected a date, we have selected today's date here, the screen should change, and now a cloud upload icon should appear in each of the photo frames. If you're working from a PC or Mac, you can open a folder, drag and drop the photo into the appropriate frame, and voila, it appears. If you're working from a different device, such as a tablet or a smartphone, by tapping on the cloud icon, you can open up your image folder and select an image to be uploaded from there. Is the ability to select a number of photos within a single folder and throw them all into the cloud at once. They will upload from left to right in the order in which they've been selected and added. Once you've uploaded your photo, if, say, you've taken the photo in a mirror, you can use the photo settings by hovering your mouse over each photo to either reverse the orientation of the photo, rotate it, or change its position. So the most realistic situation is that you've taken photos with a camera, you have an SD card, slide your SD card into your PC, open up the folder containing the photographs, either click and drag each individually, or select the 6 that you'd like to upload in bulk, and drop them in. Take pictures with your camera, drop in your SD card, drag and drop. It's that simple. Well, self-explanatory, let's go ahead and talk about the functionality of the buttons to the upper left of the photos. From the left, we can see face photos, tooth photos, aligner photos, X-ray, other photos, any other photos that are relevant to treatment, as well as movie, smile design, and DSD. Within the menu of each frame, the furthest right icon, the cloud icon, is a download icon. This will allow you to download any photos that you've uploaded to any device that has access to these photos. So if you'd like to save the photo on, say, your phone, and you've uploaded it from your computer, access the patient, access the photo, and download directly from here. Now, we've thrown quite a bit of information at you about patient registration. Do you have any questions so far?